As the 2018-19 NBA season schedule was finally announced, 46 total players will be making over $20 million over the course of the season. 11 of them will make over $30 million, including Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook. What's up, guys? My name is Wilson. Of all the 46 NBA players who will be making over $20 million in salary for the upcoming 2018-19 season, many of them are all-stars, some very good role players, while a few of them make little to no impact with their team. Here are 5 of the worst NBA players who will be making over $20 million in salary next season. Number 5. Carmelo Anthony. As we all know, Melo will play with the Rockets alongside Chris Paul and James Harden after getting bought out from the Hawks just to not play a single game for them. The organization kindly sent Melo his Atlanta jersey, something Brooklyn didn't do for Dwight Howard. His contract with Houston is a 1 year worth $2.4 million. Regardless of how Anthony performs, he's still getting paid like an elite superstar, which those days are sadly over. OKC saved nearly $73 million in payroll and luxury taxes. If he doesn't bounce back from last season's struggles, the end of Anthony's career might be approaching. Number 4. Serge Ibaka. The 6'10" power forward is only listed as 28 years old. That's the age where most players are supposed to be in their primes, but Serge's best days are long gone. Defensively, he's nowhere near the same player he was with OKC, where he led the league in shot blocking twice in 2012 and 2013. Born in the Brazzaville Republic of the Congo, his age has often been questioned. So is the name Samuel Soba, where you type it up on Google, it only shows pictures of Serge Ibaka relating to his ex-girlfriend Karis Hilson. With his identity linked to many conspiracies, no one knows for sure his age, but that's not stopping him from the fact he'll be earning over $21.6 million next season and over $23 million the year after. Now known as just a spot-up and mid-range shooter, last season, Ibaka posted his lowest rebounding and shot blocking average since his rookie year, started every single game over his last 9 seasons. Now viewed as just an average role player, similar to Taj Gibson and a Trevor Booker type role, his game will not change the fortunes of the Raptors. Crazy to say, he'll be making more than his current star teammate Kawhi Leonard next season. Number 3. Nicholas Batum. Entering season 11, Batum signed a 5-year $120 million contract extension in the summer of 2016. After that, he's clearly no longer the same player he once was still solid in the 2017 season, but seemed to have gotten worse last year, where he averaged 11.6 points, almost 5 rebounds, 5.5 assists on 41% shooting. Is now nothing more than just a solid role player, but will be making $24 million next season. That's twice as much as the best player on his team, Kemba Walker. Batum will turn 30 years old on December 14th, as Charlotte will likely continue to be awful. It will be extremely difficult for the Hornets to get rid of him. Number 2. Ryan Anderson. The Rockets are doing themselves a huge disservice if they were to keep Anderson next season, but they're trying to get rid of his ridiculous contract, making him $20.4 million next season. It's a huge liability on defense. Played only a total of 29 minutes in the series against Golden State, didn't even score a single point, has low foot speed and lacks quickness defensively, also made no impact in the first 2 series. The Rockets desperately need another wing, a guy who can play defense, while Anderson didn't even make much of a difference in the regular season either, only averaged 9.3 points on 43% shooting. The 30-year-old power forward will have to wait for his next career step. The 2 players right beneath him for the highest salaries entering the 2018-19 season, Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving. Anderson's just a few examples of another disastrous contract from the summer of 2016. Of course, I saved the worst for last. Number 1. Chandler Parsons. It's 2018 and Chandler Parsons will be the 32nd highest paid NBA player, making over $24.1 million. The Grizzlies made the most regrettable decision in franchise history, signing Parsons to a 4-year $94 million max contract after undergoing surgery on his right knee has never been the same since. Grizzlies fans have booed Parsons multiple times, and rightfully so. Hasn't been productive on the court since 2015, but very productive outside of basketball, hanging out with models, chilling at fancy clubs, rooftops, living that good life. But when you're not living up to expectations with that fat contract, of course there'll be plenty of hate. In an article by Medium late November of 2016, the 6'10" small forward only played 6 games at the time, had 89 IG posts, 9 shirtless posts, didn't seem to care too much about his team. Parsons made exactly $22,116,750 in his first season with Memphis, played only 34 games, averaged a horrendous 6.2 points, making no impact whatsoever. Parsons scored a total of 210 points in the 2016-17 season. Divide his $22.1 million by the amount of points he scored, Parsons made over $105,000 per point. Not per basket, but per point. Basically, every time Parsons made a free throw, he earned over $100,000. That's just absurd. Chandler wasn't better this past season, making over $81,000 per point, 23 mil total for coming off the bench. We knew he had plenty of injury problems in the past, but what the heck was Memphis thinking? Former NBA player Steven Jackson expressed his frustrations with Parsons, stating, "You give $100 million to a guy that don't even care about the game or winning." Went back and forth with Parsons, saying he's still better than him and anyone would want me over you as a teammate. Parsons played 36 total games last season, only averaged 7 points on 40% shooting over his last 2 years with Memphis. Lost a lot of his explosiveness, has bad knees. The Chandler Parsons who put up over 15 points a game for the Rockets is long gone. There is no reason to believe that Parsons will bounce back given his past knee injuries. 2 more years left on his contract, an absolute travesty. There are also a few other players making more than $20 million who are not living up to their expectations, but are pretty good players like Andrew Wiggins, Hassan Whiteside, and Otto Porter. Here's the list for all the 46 players making over $20 million next season, just based on their NBA salaries. Let me know who you guys think are the other players on this list who are overpaid. Thank you so much for watching this video and for all you guys' support. I made this channel about 10 months ago and very happy to see it grow each and every day, and to be able to share my basketball knowledge to you guys, I greatly appreciate it. I talk NBA comparisons, amazing storylines, NBA history, and all sorts of interesting basketball topics that will interest you. If you love the NBA, subscribe to my channel. More great stuff coming soon. See you next time.